Was a girl running in a group. She had a high-speed motor in a 40 Ford coupe. She had a racing cam and a supercharged. Look at Buddy, hot rod and large. She's a hot rod. She's a hot rod.
You ask for elves, you get elves every year, and by golly, elves you shall have. We have Colleen, Corey, and Cody. These are the elves of the Tiny Miracles / Helmets for Cody group. Every year, you know why am I telling you? Why don't I let Colleen tell you just what they do? Come on, Colleen. Tell us what you do.
Well, we collect toys for the hospital. We give them to children that are stuck in the hospital for Christmas so that they have at least something to look forward to. The hospitals then take those toys and they're able to use them not only at Christmas time but throughout the year as incentives for the kids to make them feel better, for when they have difficult tests or surgeries, something just to help them get through the day.
You know, nothing stinkier than being in the hospital over a holiday. But a kid at Christmas, that's double stinky. That's just not cool at all. And we've all been there, I suppose, or we know somebody that has. And you guys are doing a great job with that. Now, how long have you been doing this?
This is year number 5.
Yow. And you collect an average of?
Well, last year the one hospital turned around and quoted us at about $40,000 worth of toys, and we cover 16 hospitals.
16 hospitals.
16 hospitals, a fire department, police department, an urgent care, and a Ronald McDonald House. So we cover quite a few.
You know, and I had a box at my shop. Unlimited Service Automotive, we collect every year for the kids, and it got filled up easy. People see that, and people walk out, as they're walking out my door, say, "Ooh, how long is this box going to be here? I'll be back." They want to go get some toys and put them in there. They just feel like they want to do it because it's a cool thing to do. I think, what's Christmas without a little something? You got to have toys. I mean, come on. I tell you, these kids, 4 years we've been doing this show with the elves, and when we started, there was nobody over 5 foot. Now we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. We can't fit them all in the studio. One is driving, one is swimming, one's about 7 foot tall already. I mean, it's just, I tell you what, time changes, kids grow up, but you're all still working together and doing your thing. And Kevin, of course, is the dad, and he's not here, but he's the one that drives the delivery truck. He's the getaway driver.
He is the driver.
He mans the wheels. Now, the hospitals you go to, are they all in Illinois or some in Indiana?
Some in Indiana, some in Illinois. Most of them are Illinois. Some are in Indiana. We go as far as Loyola and La Rabida and down to Riley's. We do send toys down to Riley's in Indiana because some of the kids that are here get sent to Riley's just because we're so close to the border. That we try to cover all level 3 trauma too, in the area, so that way those kids are the ones that are going to be stuck in the hospital that much longer.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, Corey, Cody, you guys collected some good stuff. You guys are younger, you know what's cool and what's not. Is there any cool stuff in the boxes? Any good stuff?
We got a cool remote control car from Ron.
Yeah, I know.
That's the one that will go in Cody's.
I know. I was going to play with it. He slapped my hand and said, "Get out of there, that's going in the box." Well, that's cool. Cody's not playing with it, is he?
No.
No, but that toy itself, Cody, because of Cody being in the hospital at one point with his accident, he takes the 2 coolest toys that he can find, and the one goes to his room, to that child.
Oh, that's
to
cool.
Tell them there is hope. You will get out. You will continue to get better. And then there was a little boy who didn't have visitors the entire time that we were there with Cody. So we covered that room too because that little boy became part of
kind of a sentimental thing.
Whole heart.
And when they see this big ape come in there, they know they're going to get better. They know they're going to get big and strong. You're not going to stay unhealthy for long. How do you feed that thing?
It's tough.
I was just gonna say.
It's tough. I throw food up in the air. You
I
can't
see
do
the
it.
size of them feet. I don't know if I'd want to clothe them or feed them. I'm not sure.
Please do both. We're running out of room.
No, man. So you guys started this. Cody was in the hospital over Christmas.
No, he wasn't in the hospital over Christmas, but actually one year he was, ironically enough, but not due to the injury that we had.
Okay.
He was in the hospital during the summertime, and it just became very close to our heart. The start of this was Tiny Miracles came to us, and they asked us if a donation could be made in Cody's name to the hospital that he was at. We said yes, but we had to have a stipulation. And so we decided to bring on the toy aspect of Tiny Miracles. So that's where Helmets for Cody came in and started collecting toys. Where Tiny Miracles was really focusing on the premature babies, the NIC unit, and those types of locations with the kids. And because of that, it really focused more on the parents as well and their well-being at Christmas time. So we just expanded. And we keep expanding year after year. We have a friend of ours who does for the oncology unit. We have another friend who is doing the batteries bring the toys to life.
Oh,
and
cool.
they're from Lansing here too. So we have a couple different aspects that all these different organizations are working together that we can make it bigger and better every year.
Okay, so Cody, you were in the hospital for a big stay.
Yep.
Had a little wipeout, did you?
Mm-hmm.
On what? How'd this happen?
I fell off my bike.
Off your bike?
Yep.
In one of those bike places where they do loops and whirls and vertical climbs, one of them?
Not that much, but yeah.
But had you had a helmet on, would have been a lot better.
Yep.
So that's the Helmets for Cody end of the show. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. You guys have been doing this with Ma ever since, and now you're high school and dating and cars and what you still get involved in the Christmas stuff. That's great. That's great. I mean, you could take a couple weeks off every year just to do something nice. That's won't kill you. Hey, it's the old story. Hey, would it kill you? No, it won't kill you. It won't hurt you at all. Now, what hospital were you in, by the way?
Christ.
Oh, I have a granddaughter that is a nurse there at Christ. She's a heart transplant or something. Yee. I don't even want to think about it. It's one of them. How long were you in?
6 days.
Phew. That's not good. Not good. Probably had Ma worried.
Oh, worried isn't
Only a
understatement.
little bit.
Yeah.
Only-
Corey was probably eyeing up your room.
and the guy in the next room.
Aha. One of those girls, I see. Well, you're driving a car now. Oh, my God. Elf's behind the wheel.
Oh,
I don't know if that's cool or not.
It's very cool.
Well, you guys, they help Santa all the time. So these hospitals, are you having any trouble getting in them? I mean, times have changed. When I go to the hospital to visit somebody now, man, it's not like the old days. You used to be able to just walk in. I mean, they could have 10 people in their room and nobody cared. Now, oh my God, you get 2 people in the room and you got security coming up and everything else. They give you any grief over there at the hospital, or are they all pretty work with you pretty well?
They all work with us pretty well. Plus, we also turn around and we find out when each hospital is accepting toys. So because we have kind of earned our piece and our name in the system as far as delivering the abundance of toys, we're not just bringing in 1 or 2 toys. Each hospital does have specific days, times.
Oh, I see.
where
Okay.
It's kind of like a toy drive to them then, and you bring it in. But we've gotten so good at it that now as we pack our toys, we know how to pack the way they would. And because we know how to pack them, we're able to pack and just eliminate the middleman, and it goes straight to the warehouses and everything for separation.
Well, that's cool. So then the nurses decide who gets what, or you guys decide, or
No, we don't decide on
except for
anything.
those 2 rooms,
Except for those 2 rooms, right?
the Cody rooms.
We took over those 2 rooms. We specifically give to those 2 rooms. I don't remember what last year the 2
Tablets.
2 tablets.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow!
So-
That's some good stuff.
There's some really good stuff that comes in. They're very generous people.
Yeah.
Very generous and it was huge because we were given the opportunity to get 2 tablets for them when he was in the hospital. So we know how important even that kind of item.
Well, yeah, it's something. I got to tell you that what intrigues me about it is that the nurses and everything, it's got to be a hassle for them. But it is Christmas, and it seems like they know you and they work with you, and you don't have a problem. I just can't imagine, because they get so busy, these hospitals, and every time I go see them, I thought, boy, what a pain. I wouldn't want to work on this floor. Holy cow. Of course, if you try to get in, you stick the big guy on him. You'll get in. Just send him in first. Put the lurchers in his, put the pins in his neck or something. They'll leave him go. Yeah, they'll let him in. It's nothing but fun when the elves show up. Let me just tell you. I watch these elves grow up, for gosh sakes. You know, the hospital is that the fact that they like having you there and they take care of you, it means a lot.
It does.
It means a lot. This is our Christmas show, and these are my elves, and they are the best in the business. Eric says we have a phone call. Let's see what we got here. Hey, you're on with the car guy. Hello?
Hello, George.
Yeah.
Mikey G here. How are you?
Well, hello, Mikey G. How are you? Are you listening to my Christmas
I'm
show?
doing pretty good. Pardon me?
Are you listening to my Christmas show?
No, I can't get it on my radio here and on my nightstand.
Oh, okay.
I can't get you.
You get it on the computer or on the phone, too, with the tune-in app. But I got my elves in the studio, and we're talking all about Christmas and hospitals and toys for the kids in the hospital. It's going to be a great show.
Yes, boy, I wish I was computer literate and I could check it out, but I'm not, so I apologize. But, you know, I'm not a child. I may be considered a child sometimes, but when I was recently at University of Chicago receiving my chemotherapy and radiation treatment, I think I know the feeling that the kids have of loneliness.
Well, yeah, you know, and
sometimes.
Christmas is a bad time
Pardon
to have
me?
that. Christmas is a real bad time to have that happen too. So we're
Yeah,
trying to make it
it's
light
terrible.
for them. Yeah, it's really a good deal. Well, Mikey, Merry Christmas to you, and thanks for calling, buddy.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Have a
Keep
good
up
one.
the good work.
Yep,
God bless.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Mikey G, he's been calling us for ages, way back. I mean, holy cow! I've been doing this 13 years. I think he called in year 1. He's just he's an old listener, old friend, good guy. Anyway, elves. All right, sorting. I wanna know. Let's just talk about the one hospital. We'll talk about one hospital. We won't talk about all the others. $40,000 worth of toys. Where do you put them, first of all? And do these guys sort them?
Of course.
Now, are they sort? How do you guys sort them?
We scream a lot.
You scream a lot at each
Across
other.
the basement.
You guys fight. Come on.
No, we scream like we need a box and stuff and
Or
pens.
tape, or
Yeah. Trying to figure out
Who's got
what's
what?
which.
How many boxes does it take to do this?
a lot.
I was gonna say. Oh my God, it's got to be a ton. My goodness, what do you do? Where do you get all these boxes?
Well, actually, I have a good friend, Therese, who turned around and she's been saving them from her work for the past 3 months.
Oh my.
And she works at Victoria's Secret, so it's always funny to see the boxes get packed up.
I bet Cody likes packing those boxes. Hello, Victoria. How you doing? Tell me a secret. I love it. I love it. Oh
There's
man.
always a twist and turn in our life.
Oh, if I was an adult in the hospital and I saw you going down the hall with a box that said Victoria's Secret on it, you're giving it to a kid, I'd be running out the bed after you. Hey, give me that. That's for me. That had to be for me. You misdelivered it. God. So you take all this stuff gets sorted. Now, girls, boys, kind of stuff. If there are some stuff is unisex, right?
Some is.
But then you got dolls and stuff. You want to mix all that up.
Yeah.
All right.
We
So
have the Girl Scouts come in, and Troop 10092 here from Lansing comes in, and they help us sort. So when they say that there's screaming involved, there is, because we're all stationed at kind of different places, and the toys are spread out all over the place. So toys kind of get passed from one end of the basement to the other end of the basement.
I got a question for
boxes.
Cody. How you put up with all the women in the house? You got to be crazy.
I move the box out of the house.
You're the box guy, yeah, and the lift guy. I'm sure he does all the heavy lifting around here.
A lot of
Do you get?
stairs.
And most of the toys you get are not real big, expensive ones. You do get some nice ones, but volume is more important because there's so many kids.
Right. Volume is the most important. I mean, and the thing is that people don't realize they'll give us stuff with teeny tiny pieces, which is great and can be used, but then it gets lost in a hospital bed.
Yeah, exactly. Falls or lays on the floor or whatever. Absolutely. Yeah, I understand. I can dig that.
So we're not very picky about the toys that we get, but we then, as we're boxing them, we also break it down that much further. So boy, girl, cars, coloring books, crayons,
Younger, older. Yeah.
teenage, you know.
And
male,
you guys have been
female.
doing this long enough. I'm sure you know how to do all that. That's and you got Cody to lift all the boxes, so that's nice.
Tomorrow's gonna be a big day.
So you got a driver's license now. You're going to drive the delivery truck?
No.
Dad gonna
It's
let you
too
drive?
big.
Dad's gonna let you drive the delivery truck? Oh, God, Cody's not going. If she's driving, I'm not going. No elves driving trucks. It's just too big a truck. I gotta love it. So you take where in your house? Where does anybody sleep at your house? $40,000 worth of toys that take up a whole basement and half the top, half the upstairs.
It does. Trying to get laundry done is impossible. We have to climb over everything.
What's the garage look like? Oh my God.
Oh,
Boxes.
boxes and boxes and boxes.
Oh, my goodness. You guys, hey, it is what it is. You need a warehouse. Somebody should donate you a warehouse.
That would be great.
Maybe next year we can get somebody to donate like a storage bin or got an empty building.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be a big improvement.
And that way when you want to throw one of these kids out, you can tell them, go stay in the bin. Go live in the bin. Yeah, Cody, you get out. I can see he's getting to that age where he's gonna get awfully cocky on you, Colleen. You're gonna want to toss him before you know it. I know my mom did. Everybody wanted to throw me out. Everybody in the family. Say, you got to go, big boy. Yeah, I got bigger than all the rest of the kids and got all kind of cocky, and that was. It's all right. You'll be spending your high school career fighting your way out of school. Trust me.
Yep.
Oh well. But all these toys, I can't fathom. Plus, that's one hospital. How many distribution boxes do you have out? How many?
We've probably got 10 of them out in different locations. We've been able to team up with Walgreens, which is really cool.
Oh God, yes.
So that's been a big help.
Water's Edge.
Water's Edge.
Trost.
Bobby's office, my brother Bob, he has a dental office out on in Payless, so we.
Oh, Trost, the coffee shop. Oh, the source of my demise. They make the little lemon squares like my mom used to make. And this time of year, Christmas time, all the little baked goodies. They're lemon squares, and I can't put it down. And that's, so I purposely stay away from there. I still drift over there. But yeah.
We also have State Farm here in Lansing. They're another location. The Boy Scout troop, all the Girl Scout troops have joined in.
TF South Memorial and all the elementary schools.
Oh, the schools all dig in.
Yes.
Oh.
TF South, NHS do it, and then Memorial Student Council.